opposite direction of the premium. So in that case, this would be to the downside, and that would obviously dump us. So if you go to the 0-day chart now, there really wasn't a way to catch this really because of how fast this dropped. So if you look here, 5-minute, obviously we hit the 50 a few times. There's no trade, and then we end up getting this massive green candle here that went from 60 to 169. And with that big of a move, there just wasn't a way to get in on this. We had like a small dip to like 110, I believe, on the contracts, but that was probably your best bet at trying to take this. And you got a little move down, but it really wasn't much on NQ. It might have been like 20 some points. On ES it was like maybe like 6 points, maybe 7 if you got a good entry. But yeah, that was just a hard move to catch. If you took this, it's definitely a riskier type of setup because when we get these very like volatile moves when we're in neutral, a lot of times we just end up coming right back down and going negative, and that's what happened. So when we did get this pull back down in here, the 50 ended up pointing down at some point, and it just didn't look good. Never curled up after that. So what you could have taken was this negative cross. So I did try to take this right here. Oh my gosh, I need a new mouse because every time I like hold down the button it just messes up. But you could have taken this negative cross right here. Oh my god, you could have taken the negative cross, and entry would have been right at this 10 SMA. That was the best entry you could have gotten. I went in this at 65 on NQ, and I ended up getting stopped out at break even on this. And oh my god, I'm literally gonna throw this thing out the window how many times it's gonna do this. But I got stopped at break even on this before I ended up ripping about, I don't even know how many points, probably like 50 to 70 points on this thing. And that's why we did pump into close. Calls went negative, or puts went negative, and we got a really nice ramp. That was pretty much the only trade you could have taken. Very risky, or not very risky, just not like as confident in the trade, just because we are like, it was literally like right near close we ended up ripping the last like 5 to 10 minutes of the market. And definitely not the easiest thing to catch. If you didn't take it, I mean, totally understand. There's no reason to not really force it, but to be trading that late. A lot of times I don't trade past like 3:30. Even the last like 45 minutes usually don't trade, but gave it a go. Just got stopped at break even before this thing ran. If you took options on this thing, you probably printed. I mean, out of the money contracts probably went like absolutely nutty. It did take a little bit to play out though, because we barely were moving. We didn't move, like I said, till the last like 5 to 10 minutes of the day. Even like a little bit, I think like 5 minutes after close, we were still pumping a little bit. But yeah, there just really wasn't much opportunity today. Call side gave nothing. The put side didn't really give much except for this negative cross. That move was just too quick right here on the 0DT cross, and then the 50 got weird. So there just wasn't much opportunity today. When we go back to the like 30-minute here, this is what we look like going into tomorrow. So 10's below the 50 right here. This 50 is sloped up super hard. It looks very weird at the moment. So gonna have to see how we open. Obviously with that 50 being like sloped up a bit, still favor the bulls a little bit. Maybe they'll slam it back above and cross us back bullish, which would be great. Then it'll be easy navigation of the market, and we could just focus on the 0DT call across, 50 dip on the calls for our trades to take. If we remain below that 50 and it curls back down, then obviously we're going to be neutral, and we probably do dump a little bit from there. And what I'll be looking for at that point is a cross on puts. That'll most likely be the setup if we remain neutral and that 50 curls down and drops us a little bit. So that's pretty much the plan going into tomorrow. We're either going to flip bullish again, or we're going to go neutral with that 50 curling down. I know that 10's below the 50 right now, but when the 50 is like sloped up still when we are negative, I still favor that, like the contracts more than being neutral. So it's like kind of like being half neutral. Like we went negative, but 50 still sloped up, not technically like fully neutral. If this like curls back down, okay, then we are 100% neutral. Like I said, just gonna be looking to see if we do cross again on the 30-minute or remain neutral, and that'll determine pretty much where we go. So just have to see how we open tomorrow. Go from there. Always got to plan for both sides of the market. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. If you guys enjoyed, drop a sub. I'm out. Peace.